Good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year. This is Cindy Koss, and I'm so glad we have an opportunity to touch base today. So as we begin, this is the agenda, which really we're going to just give highlights of the ICAP Implementation Toolkit survey results, and we also will have it available for you to provide some comments as well. Just give some information about the upcoming Student Success Summit. And then Marissa's going to talk about the Oklahoma Edge website, the online learning community, and then what we really want to know are how you are doing and answer to some questions, what we can do to help you, and what would be a better support than we have so far, and what the upcoming resources are going to be. So the link that you will have in the PowerPoint today is the implementation toolkit for ICAP that the counselor team has been working diligently on for all of us, for the ICAP teams, so we can have some more resources that you can go to. And as we looked through that, we had just some key things that we received comments from the survey that went out last month. And we asked the question whether the document should be available as one document or in sections, and it was about 50% for each of those opportunities, so we're going to have it as one document and in sections. Then the other was that the opening letter should be addressed to the ICAP team. We've really been trying to promote the idea that it isn't on the counselor's shoulders alone, but that it is the ICAP team. And we received feedback that people really liked that, and to make sure that the opening letter was addressed to the team. The other was to add a contact list for ICAP questions and to make sure that we check the links. There's a lot of content in this toolkit and several links not only for opportunities in Oklahoma, but some of the resources that we were able to use throughout the writing of the toolkit. So we know that coming up soon next week, we're very excited about the Student Success Summit and really promoting that every student deserves a clear pathway to success. We have invited, obviously, all of you, K-12 districts, those that are ICAP pilots and those that will be new to ICAP that have not been part of the pilots, Career Technology Center, representatives, institutions of higher education, tribal business and community leaders, and all of this because we are still growing and learning together about how we can help our students be successful in this process. So we have about 36 breakout sessions on January 17th. It will begin with a welcome by Superintendent Hoffmeister, and we will have a student panel, and then throughout the day we will have breakout sessions. On Friday, it will be from 9 to noon, and the focus is on business and education partnerships that work. So we have K-12 districts sharing their successes. We have business community. We have how the universities are connecting with K-12 and business, and the same with the Career Technology Centers. So we really hope that you'll be able to join us for this free professional development at Moore Norman Technology Center on the South Penn campus. We think it will be a great day for conversation, learning from each other, and gathering some new ideas and strategies that we think will help you as you're moving forward with the ICAP implementation. So as these are the two dates and the times, and on this PowerPoint you also have where you can register through Eventbrite. So we encourage you to do so. Bring a team from your school. Encourage your colleagues to join us so that we can really have great conversation and learn and grow together. So, of course, the whole conversation is about connecting, and we have many ways of connecting in addition to face-to-face, and Marissa Lightsey is going to share some of those now.
So good morning, everybody. I'm excited to be back, and I hope that you guys are as well. Excited to really start the new year. Before I get started, I do want to mention that I did send an email yesterday, really reminding everyone about this meeting, but also kind of a refresher with some other resources that we do have. And for those of you who haven't had a chance to update some of your teams, or maybe some of your teams have now changed in the new year, those are some links that are available for you guys to go and update those on your Excel spreadsheet. So if you have any questions, all of the links, everything is exactly the same, but if you need a refresher or if you need to add someone to your team, you can do so, or if you have any questions, as always, you are welcome to give me a call. So right now, I'm really excited to show you all one of our newer resources. We are in the process of launching really the first website of our state that embodies everything from business education to higher education with career technology training that involves parent engagement, all of those things really in one-stop shop. And so we're excited to do that. We're going to be launching this to the public very soon. But of course, like everything, we want to make sure that you guys are the first to take a look. So here is our OklahomaEdge.com website. And so if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to shoot us an email or give us a call. But I'm going to go ahead and just go through it real quickly here. So what you're seeing here first is just kind of our first landing page explaining kind of why you're here, opportunities for everyone to get engaged to make a plan. Down here, you'll have three kind of little buckets here, one for elementary school, middle school, and high school. And this is really for students that meet these criteria to go and start to begin to create a career plan or career development plan for themselves. Down here is an opportunity really for adults to get involved. And so if you represent the business and community, you would go here, educators, students, and families. And then right here, for those who haven't had a chance, I encourage you all to do so. I won't play it here because we don't have sound for you guys to listen, but here is our mentorship video that really kind of explains how we tie it all together, why adults, caring adults are really important for our students to be prepared for the workforce. So I'm just going to go up real quickly. I'm going to visit each of these links here. And so if we go to elementary, I'm going to click on this one. There we go. So right here for elementary, you'll have a few buckets here. So here's a college and career readiness guide. That's some information about soft skills, career exploration resources, and then also just kind of a page with various resources, other activities, in the community, and ways that other students can really kind of get involved. I'll go back, make it a little easier to navigate. And then right here for middle school, I'll click here. So this is also a similar deal. So what we've done is we've split up a lot of the resources in different kind of buckets here. So I'm just going to go here to the career possibilities and exploration. And so as you can see, we're still working on them, adding some few things here and there. But what students are able to do is take a look at some of those infographics that we talked about that you all have seen before, and that's from the platform. And so for our middle school students who are still trying to see what is available, but also our parents, how do we start to have meaningful conversations with our students about opportunities that are available to them? And so here would be a link to the video that features the Ada High School graduate who has gone on into civil engineering. But then they also have an opportunity to take a look at the PDF, which shows them the different career pathways as well. And so again, just in that one-stop shop, you have access to the PDF as well as the video. And so we'll talk about a few different careers here and there. We'll continue to update this continuously throughout the years so that students and parents have an opportunity to have this conversation. Right here are hands-on training opportunities. So right here we have listed job shadow, internship, pre-apprenticeship, and then apprenticeship down here. And so we'll have different ways for students and parents to have conversations about these opportunities that are available in their communities. And that's really, and I'll leave it to you all to take a look at the rest of those pieces with middle school, but I want to take you as well to high school. And so right here, and we are going to talk about the ICAP toolkit here in a moment, but we also will have some language that explains the ICAP and how that relates to student success as well. So you'll see we have soft skill information, again, with the career exploration opportunities, some educational opportunities. I'll click here as well. So these are kind of the summer camps that take place. Those are the STEM-focused summer camps, that take place at the different universities, and they're free resources for hands-on learning and training. But then, of course, if you haven't had a chance to take a look at this resource, Dream It, Do It, this is connected to our the manufacturing technology industry, and it is a wonderful resource. I'll click this here so you guys can take a look. Wonderful resource that we have here in Oklahoma that explains how students can get connected to manufacturing and technology in our state. So lots of resources for our students, families, and educators as well. So we have lots of different opportunities for students to get connected, even the Integris Hospital Job Shadow Program that students, if they are interested in, they must be, I believe, at least 16, and they can have a chance to shadow in several different industries within that hospital. So right here, they'll click that link and they'll have opportunity to take a look at, you'll see registered nursing, but dietary, speech therapy, music therapy, I mean, all sorts of different ways for students to get involved. And so we wanted to share this information, of course, with students and families so that they can begin having their conversations as well. So right here, again, this is really kind of the students and families section. If students are interested or families are interested in ways to get their students connected, they will choose the appropriate category their student belongs, and then they will start to go through those different resources. Down here is a way for adults to really start taking action. So right here you have your business and community. So we'll click this here. And of course, information about internships and externships, ways that they can help build a better workforce. We have different success stories down here with, of course, our teacher externship program or our high school internship programs as well. Lots of different ideas that they can begin thinking about when they want to engage their K-12 school districts. So if you have questions or from your community and you're not really quite sure how to answer those yet, this will be a wonderful resource and a wonderful place for you to direct those business and community members who are interested in connecting with you. They can come here and start to really think through, really kind of get the whole picture for what we need, what the problem is, and the best way for you all to get connected. So I encourage you all, if you are in charge of internships or if you have different community members who are asking questions about ways to get engaged, this is a best place for you all to start. And then, of course, we'll go to educators. So I'm going to click here. And so we have lots of different resources for you, too. This piece here, the implementing the ICAP, we have not added our toolkit here yet, but you all are going to have a chance to look at that toolkit here in just a moment. But I do want to click here on the supporting your students. So we have several different links here that are available, again, in one-stop shop that you guys can take a look at. You know, anybody here as well as parents, so that they have an opportunity to see what resources are available to them. This career literacy. We have several different, you'll notice that we have OK College Started, OK Career Guide. These are not new, of course, resources that we are still using and wonderful resources. We also have some different curriculum lessons here down here at the bottom that you are more than welcome to take a look at as well. The curriculum resources I believe we have shared with you, I think they are from OK Career Guide and OK College Start. So again, not new to you, but wonderful that they are on one website that you don't really have to hunt and find. So we wanted to make that easier for you all. Again, here for Oklahoma's workforce. This is, you all have seen this before, but you guys take a look again. So this is our 100 critical occupations for our state. And so you have a chance to, though many of you have already seen this and probably used this quite often, but This is the best way to really kind of engage with your workforce. Most of your workforce know about this list. They know the jobs that are needed, and they know where they fit in with these particular positions. And so if you are curious about what the growing occupations are here in our state, the easiest thing, and I'm going to sort this, and you can click any of these and it will sort from greatest to smallest. So I'm going to put the greatest. So right here, registered nurses is our top growing occupation in the state of Oklahoma. You'll see here that the change, like from where we are in 2018, from where we're going to be in 2028, we're going to need 2,558 positions by that time. And so it tells you here the required education, and then, of course, your annual openings as well here. So lots of the information tells you what's growing, what we're going to need to get there. So really kind of answering that question for students are what are the growing jobs and what do I need to get there? And so here you are. And then, of course, it goes down from greatest to smallest down here as well. So if you are at all interested in this or you know, the best way to have conversations with your community members or even parents, just so that they know what's available, we wanted to make sure that you all had access to that resource. So we have that occupations list. We also have our workforce dashboard as well. And this is a lot more technical, I will admit that as well. But again, we wanted to make this available for business and community as well. And so for them to be able to make the connection between what they do and what you all do, they needed to, a lot of them asked to have access to this resource as well. So putting this on one page, again, as we mentioned, creating a website that really does mesh those worlds together as well. So let me go back. And then, of course, the how to get involved. And I'm going to click this here. And so, of course, we have lots of resources for how to create a college and career readiness culture at your school. So if you have any questions about that, or if you have any other schools that have questions about this, when we do launch this website, and we'll let you know when it is launched, and we'll ask for you all to share and tweet and do everything that you can to make sure that everybody is made aware of this resource. Here are the links to several different resources that some of you have actually come up with, and we encourage other schools to take a look. And so these are great pieces for really kind of creating that culture that's going to be successful for your students. Okay, and we already looked at students and families, so I won't go into that. But that is just kind of a quick rundown, really, of the website itself. I did want to show you guys really the About page, just so that front page there that really shows kind of what we're doing, the why and the how we plan to get this done as well. So this statistic is not new to you all. If you've seen any of our presentations, that 46% of Oklahoma workforce either attained only a high school diploma or less. And so I'm then showing the significant need that of 77% that our jobs are going to require education beyond high school. So you're able to really off the bat understand the huge work skills gap that we are facing. Here it tells you a little bit about our plan and what we intend to do and how ICAP is going to be used to really help contribute to that. And then, of course, we'll go on to different resources down here. So having any questions about our college and career readiness plan, you are welcome to take a look there. And again, much of you have already seen this and have even helped contribute really to a lot of this information. So again, this is, of course, a labor that we're really proud of, and we thank you all for all of the help and diligence that you guys have done, because you obviously have played a very big role in this, and we could not have done any of that without you all. And so again, if you're interested in really taking a look, I will tell you that we are not completely done. We're not launch ready, but with you all being the pilot, we do want to have your feedback and have you have had a chance to take a look at first time. So that is the okedge.com website, and we are really excited to offer that pretty soon. This here is our online community platform. I won't go to the platform because most of you guys are actually already on the platform, But I do want you all to take a look. We have added several new interview videos. So for those of you who are using it, I encourage you guys to log in and take a look at some of those videos as well. I will send another reminder message to you all, both through the platform and through email, so that you guys can add some other courses to your plan as well. So right now I just want to pause for some questions. Last time we had a great time really kind of learning from you all. Our last session, I think it was a little while ago, maybe in November, we had questions about kind of getting things started, what was the best way to get trained for the online tool and things like that. So I'm just going to go through this real quickly while you guys are thinking. So we want to hear about your successes and definitely want to hear about your challenges. We want to hear what resources that we provided for you have been helpful to you so far. We would like to know what professional development would be helpful to you. And lastly, do you have teachers, parents, and or students who would provide testimonials for the ICAP process? Would you yourself be willing to provide a testimonial for ICAP as well? So I believe your microphones are muted. If you could just use the chat box, and I will read those and get to you.
I was kind of watching as you were talking, and I didn't see any. But we have 70 people connected this morning. That's amazing, I think.
Okay. And while you guys are thinking, I do want to remind you, and we're very pleased that we have the attendance that we had this morning. So thank you to all of you who took the time to be with us this morning. I understand that it is difficult to do that, especially for those if this is your first week back, to make time for this. So we appreciate that. If you are unable to make it, or if there was someone else on your team that was not able to make it, all of these are recorded and added to, I believe, our meeting folder on our Google Drive, and I believe it is called meeting folder. I think that's what it is. And so if you have, if you need to go back to another meeting, or you need to catch someone up to speed who hasn't been to a couple of meetings, or so on and so forth, we encourage you guys to let them know about that particular folder, and they're welcome to do that every single time. I believe that it takes us about a day after each one to go ahead and upload those videos. Okay, so our first question: a challenge and professional development that would be helpful is implementing ICAP for IEP students. So we're definitely aware of that, and we're very pleased that you guys have shared that with us. We do have lots of resources for that, and I believe we do have a conference that is coming up for that as well. So I'll let Dr. Koss, I know how to do that.
And we also have Lori Chestnut from the State Department of Education doing a session on January 17th of the summit, so that will be available. We also will have the frequently asked questions, and within those there are several questions to address how to make sure that we include special education students and how that fits with their transition plans. So we hope that some of those things will be helpful.
Okay, next question. We would really love to have a list of ICAP requirements by grade. So this question is not the first time I've received this question, but I do want to reiterate that ICAP is a graduation requirement. However, there are not specific grade requirements. So we have several lists on our website, as well as in the Google Drive folder, that shows recommendations for activities and things of those natures by grade, but there is not a specific requirement by grade level for the ICAP. So we have provided extreme freedom to you all to be able to really put together your own career development programs. But there is not a specific list created for that. But if that did not answer your question, please give me a call or just shoot me an email, and I'm happy to talk through that with you. So we are not one-to-one with computer laptops for our students. So using the online tools for our students has been challenging. Let's see.
And I'm not sure we have a particular answer. I think that if you can email that to us, we can put that out for other districts that also do not have one-to-one, but are using different ways to implement ICAP, to have the opportunities for their students to be online, sometimes within a class, sometimes within an elective, a variety of things. But we will take that question and also reach out to some of you online, may have a response as well. So we see the next question, has it been determined how districts will need to document and report student ICAP participation? Well, we are working with our accreditation division, and our goal is certainly to make it as easy and user-friendly as we can. So these are the two things that have been discussed. So let me put it that way. One is that in order to meet the graduation requirements, that it would be documented on the transcript. But the other, as far as the documentation, the two online tools have been working with us to see if they can provide easy ways to have a report that shows how the student has gone through the process on the online tools, and that may be a way that we can have that kind of report that would show all of the students have participated, been involved in the process, and then that would be an easy way for us to have the accreditation officers just review that report. So those are the two things that have been part of the discussion, and as soon as we have something that's identified, we will certainly be sending that out. So the next question is, when you say it's been discussed to report on the transcript, what exactly would we transcript? So similarly, where there is a notation on the transcript that students have completed personal financial literacy requirements, it will be something similar to that.
I did, and I apologize, I missed this question. So I have a question about getting emails about any of the events or resources. For those that have not been getting the emails for this, we have a link, and I am happy to send that, but we have a link where you are able to add yourself to the email list or to your teams. When we are using the team Excel sheets, that is what we're using to send out these emails. So if you're not listed as a team member for your school site, we do not have you added to the email list. So the easiest way to do that is to be sure that you are added to your team list. And so if you are still having some issues, if you can shoot me an email, my email is my name, so that is, actually, let me just go ahead and type that in here. That's probably a little easier. So I'm going to type my name in here. And so if you can let me know. Oops. So if you can let me know that you're still not receiving them, I'm going to send you the link to the your school site teams, and then you can go ahead and add yourself there. Okay. Okay, so I see we will be holding student-led conferences in February. I see the example for Emporia, Kansas, but was wondering if there are any other resources for student-led conferences that would be beneficial to us as we finalize these plans. Thanks.
Well, what I would say is we have a session from Liz Burns from Broken Arrow, who is going to be talking specifically about student advisory and student-led conferences. And so we are going to try to be building more of those examples. But she would be a great contact for you to have some other thoughts about how it's being implemented there.
And while you all are thinking, again, if you have already completed your parent nights, which many of you have in the first semester, as well as things such as student-led conferences or senior conferences, if you can add those to the folder, I believe it says, oh gosh, I'm sorry, I've been gone for 2 months, of course, for maternity leave, so I'm trying to remember those, but there is a folder that is ICAP Implementation, I believe, and that is where I believe most of the schools have been adding their resources, and so that's available for you all to take a look at and use, and you know, everyone, of course, we want to encourage sharing different resources as well. So that's a perfect place if you have not already visited that folder. If you're looking for ideas on how to implement some of your activities or events, I encourage you all to do so. I have a question here. How will ICAP information be communicated from district to district when students move/transfer? Have the minimum requirements been established for students moving in from out of state? So as far as the requirements for ICAP, on our website we have the ICAP legislation. We have the actual legislation, and then we have a resource that we've created that really kind of breaks that down as far as the language is concerned. So, so if you want to take a look at that and see if that answers your question as far as the minimum requirements, again, if that didn't answer your question, please just shoot me an email. I'm happy to discuss that with you further by phone. But we do have the minimum requirements established, and that is available on our website. So if you want to take a look at that, and of course that's going to be the same from district to district as well. Then I have a question about online training for OK Career Guide. So OK Career Guide, they are scheduling their own trainings, and so for those of you guys who have not or who have already received training, they offer you several opportunities to receive training for the online tool. I'm not for certain how they have broken up the training, if it is all a one day or if it is just piece by piece, because I understand that there's quite a bit of information, but there are several opportunities for you all to receive training. And so it's not just the one training that you would have attended. You are welcome to do as many as you like. If there's something specific that you all need, as I understand, you can reach out to your trainer, which I believe Erica Harris is a trainer for OK Career Guide, and she can work with you and really set something up for your particular school. I understand that, you know, of course, she is one person, so it is difficult sometimes trying to navigate the entire state, so she may be working with you and trying to see if she can get you into a training that is already happening. But she is very, very flexible, so I encourage you guys to reach out to her. But to answer your question, no, there is not just one training for the teachers. There are several opportunities to receive training. Okay.
So the next question, what if new students from out of state come with their current ICAP? Certainly, I think that most of what I have seen across the country, sometimes they're called something different, like an individual learning plan or academic career plan. And my experience in viewing these, they have similar requirements and features for them. So it would be as you were looking at a student coming in with their transcript, but probably not as precise. So I love this question because these are questions that we need to provide more guidance, and we will add to our FAQs. But certainly if a student comes in with an ICAP and has met those requirements, and it's some kind of individual learning plan, I think that that would be certainly acceptable as we're moving forward with this process.
So I have a question asking if we can use OK College Start for the ICAP. Absolutely. Both OK Career Guide and OK College Start are tools that have been redesigned to meet our ICAP requirements. So you are certainly welcome to use either one of those tools or other tools that you are interested in. We have some that are using Naviance as well, and some others, but OK College Start and OK Career Guide are the free tools that we offer through the state. Okay, so I see that we don't have any more questions. So if you have something else that comes up after the meeting, if you want to shoot me an email, or you're welcome to give me a call. My email is in the chat box as well. And then, of course, my phone number is in the signature of the emails you receive. So thank you all for joining us. We appreciate all of your hard work. Again, and please continue to start working together as a team. And if you have other questions, you can give us a call.
Thanks, everybody. Hope we see you at the summit.